Hello, everyone. Welcome to this second episode of Dr. Chess. And I'm so sorry for the delay in today's stream. I'm very sorry for this because I had something very important that came up on the last moment, and I managed to complete it, and now we are here. Um, and it's a great thing to be with all of you and for the second session of Dr. Chess. So let me just see if everything is okay, if things are working fine. um yeah, let me see. Okay, yes, I can see myself. So all right, everything is good. Yeah, sorry, 40 minutes late. I agree with it. I'll make up for it someday, very soon, by doing an extra stream for you guys. I'm sorry for that. Rakshit Singh says we had some constructive discussion. Fantastic. Yeah, I guess it was a time where you guys could talk to each other. So that was nice. Okay, so let's get to action because so many people waiting here. I'm going to go to Chess India Discord right now, and I am going to check out what is the situation um, in the in this. So let me share the screen with you. Let's see if Nikhil is also online. Maybe he can help me. So here is Dr. Chess. That's where we are right now. And who is the first person to have entered? It is Sanjay Pradnesh.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Sanjay, you are audible. Can you switch on your camera? Okay,
Yes, sir.
Sanjay. Hi.
Sir, I am following your videos from your 21-day session of uh, 21-day session of that, what do you say, imbalances technique.
Okay.
I like that very much, and I am following your chess from 2015 when you started the Chess Base India.
From 2015.
Yes, sir.
You must be very young at that point. How old are you?
I am just 13, sir. Now.
You are just 13 years old. So you must be 8 years old when Chessbase India
Yes, sir.
began. Fantastic. Sanjay, so good to know that you are following us since so long. Tell me something about yourself. When did you start playing chess? What's your rating now? And what's your aim in chess? How are you doing?
Sir, I started with a hobby player as a hobby player.
Hmm.
So as a hobby player, I continued it, and suddenly one point of time, I was completely concentrated on it.
Okay.
Now I came under a professional player.
Now you are a professional player.
Yes, I'm considering it as a
Okay.
professional, not
Okay.
a
Okay.
player. My rating is 1078.
Okay.
My aim is to reach 1-6 at the end of my 10th.
By end of 10th. So you are right now in 8th.
No, sir, I'm 10th.
You are in 10th.
14.
You're
I'm
14
14
years
and
old.
14.
Okay. Okay. Good. So you want to, but I don't know if tournaments will be happening too many this year, but you can already start improving. So is there
Yes.
something specific that you are right now suffering from? Do you have any game that you want to share with me, or how is it?
I don't have any games, but I have a problem in my chess.
Okay.
So that the problem is I see positions too complicated.
Hmm.
I was an aggressive player
Okay.
until some point. When I saw your imbalances lesson, I switched to quite a positional player.
Okay.
After that, when I continue to play, and I can see positional and as well as aggressive chess.
Very good.
So suddenly I am understanding that when I see aggressive moves, then I see that if in a position like H for H5, pushing H for H5 or G for H6, G for G5 and like that.
Okay.
I see that some positional weaknesses are created.
Hmm.
So it is too complicated on my side.
Hmm.
So how can I improve when I have a lot of time issue because of that?
Y-
I'm seeing somewhere attacking and I'm seeing somewhere positional and I'm flagging in a 1 minute 30 1 hour 1 hour tournaments also.
you remind me of someone very close to me. You know who?
Sir,
My wife Amruta, because same thing, yeah, like she is a complete aggressive player. She loves to attack. You see her games, she likes to push g4 every time, h4, mate her opponent, and she faces the same problem like you, which is time pressure. So every time she gets a good position, she's low on time, and then she messes it up. There is a lot of moves where she makes it quickly and then suddenly a blunder and she loses, and she comes to me and says, I was winning today, I had such an attack, and then but I couldn't. So this went on for so many years, and then finally we figured out what the solution is. Can you guess what it is?
what is it, sir?
She stopped playing chess. No, that was not the solution. The solution was that she had to get over her time trouble problem. She was so addicted to time trouble. Like, even a normal position, she would think for so many minutes. She would be like, should I go h4 here? Should I play g4? Oh, this looks also good. Let me think more. Let me calculate again and again. So the thing was, what I told her is, you shouldn't lose on time. It doesn't matter if you play good chess, if you play bad chess, but at least one tournament you should play where you don't come under time pressure. Like, you should not even come below 10 minutes on your clock for the entire game. You should have more than that. And she was like, but what if I lose? What if I lose my game? I said, anyway, you are losing. Anyway, you come under time pressure and good positions are being lost. So time pressure is an illness. Okay. So you need to get rid of it. I know that you want to be a positional player, tactical player, whatever it is, but first thing you should get rid of is your time trouble. And you have to do everything that it takes to make sure that it doesn't come in your game. Okay, once in a while, if you play 10 games in a tournament, one game you came under time pressure because you didn't know the opening, opponent somehow tricked you, you are under pressure, fine. But if you come under time pressure every game, it means you will never become a good player.
I lost 30 or 25 games on time pressure.
Exactly. So how do you do it? So
Backdowns.
let's make I'll give you an idea. Okay. So for example, I don't know if you can spot my screen here. I'll share the screen with you so you can see it, so that I can explain what I want to say. Screen select. Okay, go live. Can you see this notepad here next to your face?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. So what happens is, let's say in a game you have 90 minutes per for, let's say, you, on an average, how many moves do you think your game lasts?
It lasts for 60 or 70
Or
minutes, more than.
average, always
On average, it is just 54,
50. We'll take it as average is 50 moves.
50.
Okay. Now you want to keep 10 minutes in hand. Okay. uh, that means you have 80 minutes and you have to make 30 moves, 50 moves in that, right? So basically you also get an increment with every move that you make, 30-second increment. So that means that 25 minutes will be added to your clock. So that comes to 105 minutes on your clock, and you have to divide it by 50 moves, which comes to roughly around 2 minutes per move. Now think of it this way: you're playing an opening, you know it already. There are 10 minutes, 10 moves that you make instantly without taking any time. So that means that you have now 105 minutes and you have to make 40 moves. That means that you get nearly 2.5 minutes per move. See, this is very mechanical, what I'm trying to tell you. But right now it's not a question for you to improve your chess. The question is how to get rid of your time trouble problem. If you follow this technique for at least 10 games, you will come to a situation where your time trouble problem will be lost. You'll just forget it. Once that is gone, then you figure out, okay, now I want to attack, now I want to play like Mikhail Tal, now I want to play like Alexander Alekhine, or I want to play like Amruta Mokal. All of these things you can think, but until you don't get rid of this, you cannot play like anyone. Okay, so make sure that you take care of this thing about time trouble problem, and this will help you to improve. Okay,
And one more thing, how to overcome that complex calculation, which is I am just seeing with that.
how to overcome complex.
Complexities when I see a position.
See, basically, chess is quite complex. So you need to understand, when you see a position, do you find it complex to calculate things, or do you find it complex to just spot what are the candidate moves, what are the weaknesses, what is the problem do you face exactly?
Uh, I face a problem in when I am attacking brutally and I have to calculate long variations.
I called Setu Minocha, who was there on stream. And I
Yes,
had
sir.
given him a complex position, and I had asked him to solve it. And I think if you check that out, you will realize that the most important thing I wanted him to learn was how to spot candidate moves. So if you can take care of that, that would be good. By the way, I'm just getting news on the chat that Grandmaster Seturaman is here, if I'm not wrong. Oh, show him my book. Seturaman says, show him my book. do you
Okay, sir.
do you
I'll
know
try to buy
do
it.
you know Seturaman?
Yes, sir. Yesterday I was there in the stream.
Okay,
Mastermind programmer and that.
he is a legend. Yeah, he is India number 6.
Yes.
He is amazing player, and he has written to you. So I think you should be happy that
Yes, sir.
Seturaman has recommended you something. So get his book.
It's an honor to me, sir, to talk to Seturaman sir and you, sir.
Thank you for adding me. If I otherwise I would have asked you, what about me? Okay, Sanjay, it was very nice talking to you. I think one problem at a time. Okay, so first try to get rid of time trouble issue, and then
Yes, sir.
you can come back in the next or some shows later, and we will fix the next
Yes.
problem. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
good luck. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. See you. Okay, so that was Sanjay Pradnesh over there. Very nice young lad, and very nice to talk to him. I hope everything is working well, and I don't know if it was Seturaman. I don't think it was Seturaman, perhaps. But if it was, I don't know. Maybe Setu, you can send me a message on WhatsApp so that I know it is you. Okay. Next up, we have the two brothers. It seems Sumit and who is it? Sumit, can you hear me? See, Sumit always has internet issues. This is the problem. He lives. Where do you live, Sumit? Okay. I don't think we can hear him well. Sumit, you need to, guys, get a good internet connection. This is very important for you so that you can come to Dr. Chess. Okay, I would love to have talked to you and your brother. I think Ayush is his name, right? If I'm not mistaken, but I cannot see it. Yeah. I think Seturaman is fake, of course. It's not him. Otherwise, you would have messaged him. We are going to ban him from our channel because we don't want fake Seturaman to be here. Okay, let's see who's next. I think it is Aditya Naidu. Is Aditya, hi, can you hear me? I don't know if Aditya can hear me. You can hear me, I can't hear you. You need to fix your mic. Don't be so nervous. I believe Aditya, you have to go into settings and switch on your microphone.
Hello, sir.
Yes, now I can hear you, Aditya. How are you?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Am I audible, sir? You are audible.
Yeah, I'm also audible. You are also audible. Everything is set. I can see you. Wonderful. I can also
Okay,
see
sir.
so many clothes in the background, and everything is nicely set up. So, how are you, Aditya?
I'm fine, sir.
You're fine. Actually,
Yes.
I think you attend all of my lectures regularly, right? I've seen your name
Yes,
many
sir.
times in the stream. You are answering them. You come with
Yes, sir.
Kavita Naidu account many times. Your mother's account, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
finally, I can see you in person now.
Yes,
So
sir.
how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mumbai, sir. Dahisar West.
You are from Dahisar, Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Okay, 1 second. I need to just check one super chat that I missed here. That was by who was it? Let me just make sure. Ajay Kumar says, "Lot of love, sir. I am a government employee. With the help of your live streaming, now I can give good fight to sport quota chess players of my department in civil service chess tournament held every year. Thanks." What a great news, Ajay Kumar. I'm so glad that the streams are helping you not just to play good chess but also professionally in your job. Now people uh, are you can be a better chess player. They are more afraid of you in chess terms. So wonderful, good to know. Let's get back to Aditya now. Aditya, so tell me, Aditya, what's your rating?
Sir, actually, I am
You
unrated.
are unrated, okay. And how old are you?
I'm 11, sir.
So you are 11 and you are unrated, but you have so much interest in chess. uh, are you playing tournaments or something, or you just started playing chess? How is it?
No, sir. I am playing chess from 3 years, and I go to tournaments also regularly.
Oh, you go to tournaments regularly.
Yes, but not of rated much. I go some mostly of rapid unrated tournaments.
Okay, okay. Uh, so tell me, what is the chess issue that you have? Is there anything specific, general? Do you have practice related problems? Do you have chess positions related problems? What is it?
So actually, what happens with me is I in a position on a game
Yeah.
there are like two good moves. I see that, and there are two good moves, but I don't understand which good move should I pick.
Okay.
Like there are one is bishop move which is also good, and a knight move which is also good.
Hmm.
I don't understand how to decide what should I play so that I will be better.
Okay. And so,
That is the issue.
so at the end, are both the moves good, or one of them is good and one of them is not?
Oh, sometimes I pick up the best choice and sometimes I don't. It's like that.
Okay. 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 Let me do one small thing for you. Let's see if this is going to help you. I am going to. Can you see my screen right now? Not right.
No, sir.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you in a bit. Let me first locate this thing. Shrishwan talent test. Okay. Let me see here. There was one position that I gave to Shrishwan, which I want Aditya to try. Okay, so this is the one. Let's see how Aditya does in this. Aditya, I'm going to share my screen with you,
Okay.
and you need to be ready, switched on. Is your brain working right now?
Yes,
Or you
sir.
need to switch it on, then please do so. Can you see my screen now? Can you see
No,
yourself?
sir. Yes, sir. I have put watch stream, so it is, I think, so
No,
loading.
don't.
I can watch this,
Yeah,
sir.
watch in Discord.
Yes, I am. I can see it, sir.
Okay, good. So the position that I am asking you is this one. Okay, here.
Okay. Okay.
And this one
Hmm.
is black to move. What will you play here? That is my question to you. How should black play
Okay.
here?
Back to play and draw wins,
I
sir.
don't know. Just it's your game. You are
Okay.
black. Your pawn is about to queen, and you are close to winning this. So I'm going to put your face also on the side so that people can see you. While you are solving it, I don't know how I can
Yes.
get everything here. Yeah, like this. So you see the position now on your left.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's your think about it? What should black play here? And then you come up with the answer.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I can. I think so. Use the checks, captures, and threats method.
Okay. Think. Continue talking and let me know what you think about it.
Yes, sir. If I have to go with the checks, captures, threats, I have no checks basically because the rook has no check. Captures, I have no captures also. Threat is to queen, but that is not a good threat actually.
Hmm.
What other threat I have is this. No, wait. Threat is not of threat is only f1 to queen equals to queen.
Hmm.
But if I have to queen, I will go to rook g1. But in rook g1, my this rook is
Very
hanging.
good.
My pawn is hanging.
Hmm.
Sorry. Yes. Then if I move this no wrong. It will be wrong. What if I sacrifice my rook on g6 and queen?
Hmm. Think. So it's your move. What's your move? Think and tell me. This is your game. You are playing against Sri Shwan. Imagine 2-4-6-1 opponent. You have a chance to beat him. You're two pawns up. Will you play? What will you play?
Okay.
Think and tell me.
Okay. If I play rook g6 and sacrifice, I will play f1 queen. With f1 queen, do I have any threats then? Can I? Yes. Okay, so if I play rook
Hmm.
g6, rook into
Hmm.
g6 because it's
Hmm.
forced. And f1
Hmm.
queen.
And you win.
Oh, not win, sir. Then if he like goes for oh, he won't go there. Wait. Oh.
Very tough. No, today morning was so nice. You had woken up, nice breakfast. All clothes are also nicely put
No,
up.
sir. I was waiting for you.
Okay. But then I give you this tough position, and you are like, oh my god, now what should I do?
No, no, no. Wait. Oh, is it or this? If I even queen, if I queen and I take it, give the rook check, he will go here. Then no, it is not a very good idea. I think sacrifice is the I have is get I think so right, but then what is after that sacrifice is a thing. Just a minute.
No, it's okay. It's
Uh,
okay. It's your father. Hi to him. Hi
yes,
to your father.
yes, sir.
Beautiful. All fathers
Okay.
today are like in the background. Even the previous caller, and then all the kids are saying, "Go away." You should call them on the stream and tell them, "Look, I'm here."
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh, So wait, I have to so if that is move, no. If I play a5, king into a5, f1 doesn't make any sense. That will not even.
Okay, so Aditya, I'm going to put this position up on a chessboard on in my.
Okay.
Oops, I should stop this engine here. Yeah, here. How is it? Can you tell me the position? B7, A6.
Yes, king on
Yeah.
b6. Pawn diagonal. King on black king on d7.
Okay.
And rook on white. No, sir. Black rook on g2 and white rook on f6.
This is the position, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you to solve it for black here.
Yes.
So you have given me a very nice answer, which I am very proud of you in some ways that you found it. But also I
Thank
am going to tell you what your problem is. Okay, right now. So you told me
Okay.
that rook g6. Okay, and your point was that I
Yes.
will take and I will make a queen, and then you are winning because even if white manages to pick up a pawn, you still
Queen b1.
sorry.
Queen b1 double attack.
Queen b1, yeah, it's not really a double attack because he will come and block this check in this manner. But I guess even if you can, yeah, find a way to check some way differently, maybe. Uh, I don't know. What can we do? Some move. Let's say queen b1, rook b6 is one option. I was thinking of queen b5 here, rook b6, and then take this guy here, and then he takes, and then queen versus rook. I'm sure you saw one of my videos where I taught how to
Yes.
win against queen versus rook. So this is
Yes, sir.
winning,
Queen was.
and basically you will win the game this way.
Okay, sir. Yes.
So this should be the right answer. But when you play rook g6, here comes the shock to you, basically. The shock is,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me what is the shock?
Sir, is the white chief pawn going towards 8? No, it's going towards the
Now
king.
you're
No.
asking me some question. This pawn is coming here and queening. So of course this pawn is going to
No.
go that
Okay.
way. So c6 is the move you
Yes, the
missed.
rook.
You missed this move,
C6.
which is our check, and he must take this. And now I will not take your rook, but I'll take the pawn. You see, the pin is broken because your pawn came in between.
Right.
So
Understood,
and
sir.
now
Yes.
this position is a draw, because although black has two extra pawns, they are weak and he will lose one of them now, and then later on it will be a draw. So what do you learn from this example? Actually black is completely winning here. Black can play even a move like king e7 and slowly convert this into a win. uh, white cannot do much here, but you hurried, you saw a good move for yourself, and you instantly made it. Like your
Yes.
game, you say, I spot a good move, I see two options, I can't choose. You know how what you are missing right now is, when you see a good move for yourself, look for another move for your opponent. So here you just spotted rook into g6, but you didn't do checks, captures and threats for your opponent. If you would have done that, the first move that would have come to your mind is c6. Right? Did you understand?
Okay. Yes, sir. I understand. Yes, sir.
So in that way, you have to be very careful in such positions. Uh, Whenever you find a good move, look for your opponent's good move also,
Yes. Understood,
and
sir.
then you will get less confused. So Aditya, my suggestion to you is only that right now you are considering good moves for yourself, but you're not looking at good moves for your opponent. So please focus and
Okay.
try to look at good moves for your opponent also.
Okay,
And
sir.
I know that you
That is the place where I'm missing. missing.
that is the place, because you are so much like, I'm a good player, I found a good move, that you forgot that there's an opponent sitting opposite you. He can also find good moves. So calm down. Whenever you see a good move,
Yes.
slow down. Ask yourself, okay, I'm going to play rook g6. Can my opponent do something here? Can he push the pawn? Can he take? There's no hurry. Okay? If you do this, you will see suddenly your results will start improving a lot. Okay?
Okay.
And I know that you love chess a lot,
Okay.
right? Chess is very, very
Yes, sir.
important for you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so try to work on it well, and try to focus.
Okay. Okay, sir.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. And sir, one more thing.
Yeah.
Like I play for white, I always play the Juco piano opening.
Okay.
And now I'm suddenly starting to feel that it is harming me.
Hmm.
Making my position better, but making it more worse.
Why?
I'm not able to that because of that knight into e4. I think like this. Because of that knight into e4 and all that one pawn less, and then I like go
Okay.
away and
Let's
I
quickly look at it, so that what your problem is, we get to know. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Correct.
yes, bishop c4, bishop c5,
Mm-hmm.
e3, knight f6, e4, ed4, cd4,
Mm-hmm.
b4 check, knight c3,
Mm-hmm.
knight into e4, castles.
Okay.
From this, but then what happens? No, sometimes, sir, I feel that it is one pawn less, so I like go. I lose my morale, and sometimes I lose
But
also.
this
I
opening
think because
itself
of
is
this,
not good, because here bishop into c3 is already good position for black. If you take bc3, then d5, and black is pawn up. And if you play d5,
this happened many
yes.
times with
So what
me.
I will recommend you is, instead of going d4 here, play the move d3. Okay? And then you
Okay,
play castle, like say suppose he goes d6, you castle, he castles,
yes,
and then
okay,
you can play either h3 here, or there is a4 move, there is rook e1 with the idea of knight
okay,
d2, knight f1, knight g3, or you can put your knight on a3 to
okay,
c2 to e3. All these are a lot of nice plans
okay,
in this position. You can look at games by Vishy Anand in this opening,
okay,
or
okay,
some
sir.
good player. It could be anyone, but Anand has
Okay,
played good games. And this, try to
okay.
play this way. It's a little bit slow way of playing, but it's very strong way to
Yes.
play.
But sir, aren't we violating the opening rule by playing the knight twice in the opening? Should I say more
Yes,
than once?
sometimes it's okay, because position is semi-closed right now. It's not open, and also the knight, once it gets to a good square here, it will look at f5, or from e3 it will look at f5 and d5. So you need to sometimes,
Okay,
some opening principles need to be violated if, like, position is semi-closed. If it was open, then it would have been bad. So I think it should be okay. Look at the games.
okay,
Look at
sir.
the games of Vishy Anand in this opening. Uh,
Sir, but I don't have a mega database. I have only chessbase 15.
okay. Try to get mega database. I think that would be useful. Otherwise, you can go online and you can search Vishy
Okay,
Anand Joko Piano games, something like this. Maybe you won't get it all, but
okay,
usually what I do is,
okay,
I will put up this position, like, everyone plays these days, like bishop c4, bishop c5. I go into mega database here, and I will do control F,
yes,
Anand here, and I will say ignore
yes,
colors, because I want only Anand in white, and I'll do OK. And then
yes,
I will get all the games of Vishy Anand, which is close to how many? My God, 69 games. I can also sort by results.
okay,
So now let's say this one,
yes,
and I can then go through this with annotations by Anand, and you will learn a lot after studying
yes.
this way.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Aditya?
Okay. So last thing.
Oh my god, so many questions you have. All right, you are very cute, so I will take one more. Tell me.
Okay. So I like practice just like what I'll tell you. I go on leeches. I play two games. I analyze little and then I leave it. But is this a right way to practice?
It's an interesting question. How much time do you have in a day is important. So I would say this is a very good element where you play a game and you analyze it. For example, when I
Yes.
would play online, I would analyze those games quite
Yes.
seriously. You can see my screen, yeah, like so all these
Yes, sir.
play chess games. If you look here, I have. Uh, Recently
Yes.
I started analyzing them quite seriously, whenever I played them. So for
Okay.
example, let's just look at one example here. So here you see this is one of the games that we played on stream once, and you will see all these annotations. So basically, although I play a game which is maybe taking me around 10 minutes to finish, I will analyze it for sometimes half an hour also. So I would say that when you told me I play a game and then I
Okay.
analyze it, and then I play another game, I analyze it a little, that means you are playing a game for 10 minutes and you are analyzing for 5 minutes. But instead of that, try to analyze it for more
Yes.
time. And how do you analyze it well is if you can have the right tools. So you said you have chessbase, so in that, save the game, try to look at
Yes.
what you will play, annotate. So for example, when you load a game like this, you can say here I was thinking about bishop c4, bishop b5 check, but then I
Yes.
thought opponent will play c6, so I developed
Yes.
my bishop to e2. And then you can also put these moves in c6, and then that's a variation. But you can say I played bishop e2.
Okay.
Basically, try to spend time writing down your thoughts and also trying to understand if you did right or wrong. Do you have a coach?
Yes, sir. I have a coach, but I mostly do it myself. I had a coach, Praful Zaveri, sir.
Okay. If you have any other coaches with you or whom you are meeting, if Praful Zaveri sir is also there, analyze these games and send it to
Yes.
them for reviewing. Have I analyzed it well?
Okay.
Have I done it well? And you won't improve in one day. You won't improve
Okay.
even in 1 week. But slowly you will see that your annotations start getting better. You will be like, last time
Yes.
I had this problem here, but I thought when I checked it with the engine or when my coach told me this was a better move, let me do that. Okay, so keep 1 hour
Okay.
with
Okay.
you and play couple of games and analyze them well. And also make sure to solve a lot of tactics. I think solving
Yes, sir.
tactics is always important.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. All right. So I'll
Okay. Thank you,
see
sir.
you. Bye, Aditya. Thank you for coming on stream.
Thank you, sir. Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Wonderful young lad, Aditya Naidu. Very nice talking to him. You need to, Aditya, disconnect so that the next person can join in. Um, by the way, a big shout out to Rakshit Singh who says Guru Dakshina for today. Honestly, these streams are helping, sir. Rakshit, thank you so much. Rakshit is just 16 years old, young boy who always keeps giving super chats. Rakshit, very kind of you and very thoughtful of you as well. Okay, I have my next guest who is just climbing up on the sofa right now. Uh, okay.
இல்லையா சொல்லியா ஹலோ
Hello, Nihilesh.
ஹலோ சாகர் சார்
Hi, Nihilesh. How are you?
ஐம் ஃபைன் சார் ஹவ் அபவுட்
I'm
யூ
very good. Good to see you. I know your name. I've seen it in a lot of my streams. In fact, I've played with you once as well.
சார்
And I think we played with one of the comedians as well.
Sir, Viber.
Okay, 1 second, Nilesh. Before I speak with you, I must read another super chat which was here by Ajinkya Atle, who said, won't be able to attend this live session today. Um, We'll watch this stream later.
Yes,
Also, full power to Aditya, and hopefully Discord won't give you issues today. Thank you, Ajinkya, for being there. In fact, last time Ajinkya was one of the guests, and it was very nice that he sent a super chat in today. Okay. Uh, okay. So Nihilesh,
sir.
1 second. Let me get you on screen. So where are you from? Nihilesh, where are you from?
I'm from Tamil Nadu.
Where?
Hero.
Which place? Which place?
Sir, I'm from Tamil Nadu in Hero.
Isn't it the place where Grandmaster Inian lives?
Sir, GM Indian.
Fantastic. So we are going to get a second GM soon in Nihilesh. How old are you, Nihilesh?
I'm 14 years
14.
old.
And what's your rating?
I'm 1 to 9 months.
1291. Very nice. I like how the fan is in the background moving around, and no one at your place actually knows that you are on Dr. Chess. Yes.
Sir.
Okay, wonderful. So Nihilesh, tell me, what's happening? What's your chess problem? Do you have anything that worries you in chess?
Sir, I don't know how to calculate much in chess.
You don't know how to calculate much in chess. Okay, let me see if I can give you a position. Okay, let's look at. I had. Second. Okay, so I don't know if you have seen this position. Nihilesh, is it possible to go somewhere where there is less noise?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Is there good internet everywhere?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. Good. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So why do you think you can't calculate well?
I calculate 18 moves like you. I'm calculating just 5 moves.
Okay, it's actually very relative. Yeah, like every time you don't need to calculate lot of moves. Sometimes you can calculate few moves, sometimes you can calculate more moves, you know. Can you see my screen right now?
Sir.
Can you see my screen? Can you see
Sir.
this chessboard here?
Sir.
1 second. I'm going to first load a position here, and I'm going to ask you a simple question. Okay, let's see how far can you calculate here. I want to see this, how good you are. And okay, so white to move, how far can you calculate? What's your move?
Yes. Rook.
Sorry,
Rook C1.
let me first get you on screen here, and this thing can come here. Okay, something like this. Rook c1. What is this? You didn't even take time to calculate.
Rook C1.
Now you didn't calculate 18 moves deep.
King F6.
King f6. Okay.
Rook C2, Rook C7.
C7. So basically, my point is that you are absolutely right when you said the move rook c1 and you ended your calculation. You didn't have to calculate like sorry, 1 second. You didn't have to calculate 10 moves ahead. It was very normal that there is an open file in this position and you have to take the open file. So chess positions are very relative. Sometimes looking at just one move ahead is enough. But sometimes you get positions like this, which I gave you here. Not this one. Where is it? 1 second. I just opened it. Where did it go? Okay, I will open it again. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So sometimes you get positions like this. Have you seen this position? I think I discussed it in one of my streams.
Nihal's position. It's a Nihal's
Yes,
position.
absolutely. Nihal's position. And here, what is the move?
Queen G6.
Queen g6 takes.
Takes pawn takes.
Now if you take with the pawn, then king into pawn, that would already be a good position for him. So
Knight G5.
you must play knight g5. Second, let me switch off the replay training option, get it into this mode, and now sorry for that. Yeah, and now he goes king g6, king h6. Now what do you do?
Knight F7.
F7, and then he goes here. Now what do you play?
Knight G5.
Yes, that would be a draw. Like he comes here, I give a
But now H into
when
G6.
after here.
Yes, sir, here.
But then I take king into g5.
Rook H5 check.
Like this. Somehow the king just runs away. You cannot win this position. So important is to give a check first when the king comes to h6. Oh, sorry. When the king is first of all queen g6, fg6, knight g5, king h6. Now knight f7 check. Now after king h7, you take the pawn on g6, hg6, and knight h8 check. And then after king g5, you go rook d4 with the idea of
Preventing King F4.
checkmating him here. So here you see that actually you are going ahead, not you are going ahead one move, two moves, three moves, 4, 5, 6, 6 moves, and then it's a mate on h5. Of course, this position goes further because black has queen into a2 here, which is a brilliant move. But we are not going to get into that. What I want to say is that there are certain positions where you have to think deep, and there you can use the technique of checks, captures, and threats. So when I'm looking at this position, I would think, okay, can I capture this because it's a capture? First I will look at all the checks. One check, two checks, queen into g7 check, queen h6 check. Then I will look at captures, f into g7, queen into g7, and so on. These are the two captures, or rook into d5 also. And then I will look at threats. Can I go queen g? Can I make any threat like h6? It looks like one threat in this position, and so on. So when you start calculating this way, then once you spot queen g6, you need to start looking at options for your opponent also. Like, okay, now my opponent can take this queen, but what many people do is they just start calculating that I will take the queen. But you must also look at king h8 and king g8 because these are also options. So once he goes to h8, what is a good move now? Can you see a good move?
H6.
Well, the h6 then possible. What if I take your queen? Is it you can win? Yeah, I think this is winning perhaps.
H into G7.
Here,
Rook H8.
king here.
G8 queen.
Yeah, g8 queen or even knight g5. Ah, okay, maybe g8 queen is better. But I don't know if this is win. Yeah, this should win for you. Or maybe queen e6.
Queen. Rook into C8.
Yeah, fate.
Okay.
And you see the calculation keeps going, but here I think you are already winning because you have just a pawn down and so many just a piece down and so many pawns in the on the board. So this doesn't work for you, but I'm looking at what if in this position instead of queen g6, instead of king ha here, when you play h6. Yeah, looks pretty good here. I would also think of knight g5 here with the idea of checkmate. And if he takes, then I take back with a check. King g8, and how to mate in one?
F7.
Excellent. So, you know, Nihilesh, when you are given a position, you must look at all the options for yourself, and then you must find your move, and then look at all the options for your opponent. So we looked at king h8. What about king g8? What will happen here? How will white continue?
Same knight G5.
And now if takes,
F7 check.
now here,
H into G6.
so this way very good. Now you come here, and if I take the queen, then you think about check again. Again, this is not the only move that should come to your mind. You should also calculate hg6 because it's a check. You should also look at some other captures if there are any, like f into g7, and then you must decide, okay, my move is this. And then again for black, what are the options now? Can you calculate three options?
King H8.
King h8. What is the other two?
King H6. King G8 and
So now let's calculate first move. Which one? Okay,
King
what
H8.
happens here?
H into G6 check.
Then he goes here. Very good.
F7.
And if suppose in this position he goes to g8. Yeah.
F7 check. G H
So you
into
quickly
G6 move.
got rid of two moves after knight g5. Now only move is king h6, and then you again calculate what are the checks and so on. Then you check here. Then you see if there are any options for black. Here, no. Okay, he has to go back. Now again you look at options for white. I can take here. I can give a check. Can I do something else? Okay, so then you take. Then he has to take here because if he goes back to g8, there is a mate here. So you see, on every move, I'm looking at all the possibilities before making a move, So this is what good calculation is about. When you consider many candidate moves and you calculate them accurately, then you are able to improve as at calculations. But many people only consider candidate move on the first move, which is like here they will consider candidate moves. But it is important to consider candidate moves even on the second move, like what are the candidate moves now. Then it's also important to consider opponent's candidate moves, like he has three options, and then calculate them. Okay, so it takes time, but once you get used to it, you will improve on it. Okay,
Okay.
so this is how you improve at calculation.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sir.
Nihilesh, you know, Erode is not a very big town like Chennai or Madurai, or I don't know, like all these big cities of
Yes,
chess
sir.
in Tamil Nadu. But I hope that you keep working hard on chess and you become a very strong player in the years to come. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And do you want to meet Indian someday? Then we will make sure that you can meet
Yes,
him.
sir.
Have you met him?
I will meet Indian in
You'll meet
temple,
in
sir.
temple. Nice. And do you then ask him how to calculate better?
No, sir. He wants soon, sir.
Okay. Next time I'll ask Indian.
I met him before he was GM,
I
sir.
will ask Indian next time when you meet him in temple. Please give Nihilesh some advice on how to calculate better. Okay,
Okay.
Nihilesh. It was very nice meeting you. Take care and talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
My pleasure. You need to disconnect the call.
Okay, sir.
You know, we are meeting people from such different locations of India, such different parts. You could see this young boy in a town called Erode in Tamil Nadu, inside this house, which was, you know, like there was so much noise and everything, and he was like focused on how to improve at chess. That's real passion for chess. I like it. I like it very much. Uh, okay, guys. I hope that the sound and all is okay. I hope nothing is loud or something. Lot of noise. Yeah, I can't do much about noise which comes from the other end. But let's see who's the next guest now. Shitij. Shitij is here. I don't know if Shitij can hear me. Shitij, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. And Shitij also put on the camera. Okay, I don't think Shitij can hear me. Shitij, hello, 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 Shitij. Sound is bad. Okay, sound is bad for the opposite person. Yeah, like whoever is there. But my voice is less. No, I don't think my voice is. My voice is okay. Hopefully. Okay, I think Shitij cannot hear me. Unfortunately, Shitij, I'm going to ask you to leave the room, and then we'll get how do I say, disconnect. Okay, let's get the next person. Aman Singh. Can I get Aman Singh here, who's in the line here? Hello, Aman. Can you hear me?
Yes, Sagar, I can hear you. How are you?
Good sound, less noise. Can you switch on your camera for our viewers?
Yes, definitely. I do that. I've been wearing good
From your
headphones.
from
I don't know, like
from your
Biswati.
voice, I can make out that you are, unlike our first three participants, you are not 12 or 15 years old. So 12 to 15. You are much older than that, although I can't see you yet. Ah, yes. Fantastic. Nice to see you, Aman.
Okay, we'll start with a quiz for you. How old do you think I am?
Okay, that's an interesting quiz. Can I play it safe and say 25?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat
Are you
that?
25?
Your voice is breaking a bit. I don't know why.
Voice is breaking. My voice is too low in comparison to their voice. Okay, let me increase it now. I think it should be fine. Okay.
Yep.
Can
So
you
yeah,
hear
I
me
was
well?
asking how
Can you
old do you
hear me
think I
well now?
am? I can hear you, but your voice is dropping in between. I don't
Oh,
know why.
okay. Maybe some internet issues at your end, or your internet is good.
Yeah, I think now you're
Okay.
now you're
I
good.
think you're 25 years old.
No, I'm 32,
32.
Sagar.
Okay. Good. It's always good to say a younger age and then someone says more than the other way around. So, but you look anyway very young and
Yeah, yeah,
very nice. So tell me, Aman, where are you from? Where are you
yeah,
from?
definitely. Okay, I'm from Delhi, but I've been living in Chicago for the last
Hmm.
couple of years. I've been hooked to your streams, not your streams, Samay. Like I like literally watch each and every stream
Wow.
all the time. I'm working all day, but like your stream timing is such that I have to like follow it. So I'm literally set up. I have my laptop and I'm working all day, and I have my TV in front of me, so I'm watching all streams all day, and I'm not able to get any work done. So I think that's my problem. How do you think I can get my work done and watch your streams at the same time?
Yeah, that's a problem. I was talking to Vidit and Samay, and I was like, if someone is really interested in chess, he must be the busiest person right now because he has so much to follow. He has like this morning streams, then suddenly in the afternoon something is happening, then evening and night. uh, but I think it's a pleasant problem, yeah, to do something that you enjoy.
Yeah, it's like I wake up something like Summer starts with his like streams with some like comedians or some other stuff, and then with it starts playing or watching the tournament these days. And then Samay doesn't sleep at all, so he keeps again like doing some
Yeah.
tournaments and everything. And then by the time it's like already like what 6 p.m. for me, 6 or 7 p.m., and then you come in like 2 hours. So it's interesting. It's like very nice to just keep
Does it
following,
does
keep
it help
watching you
you improve
guys.
your
It's like
chess, or is it more like entertainment?
no, it actually. So I actually started playing chess literally maybe a month and a half ago. A month ago, maybe when you guys started doing these. Actually, first I used to get some because I follow like all comedians, so I used to get notifications on YouTube. There's some like chess stream going on, and like who watches these like 4 hours worth of stream? Like how do they get time? And then suddenly one day I just thought, okay, let me check how it is. I think it was around like end of May. I'm like, oh, this is very interesting, and I literally ended up watching each and every like games, like all the streams that happened with the comedians on board, and then each and every stream that you guys came on. And I just got hooked, so I created my account on chess.com and everything, and I started playing. I have not been doing obviously that great because like I think I played chess when I was like maybe like 10 years old just with my cousins or my friends, but again like left it right there and then. And now like I've been playing like I play a couple of games every day. I do a lot of puzzles and all. I'm around like
Okay.
900 right now on
Yeah.
chess.com, which is obviously not that great, but I think I'm kind of more doing it for fun as opposed to like the
Yeah.
kids that we heard for the last three calls who are like more interested in the game. I'm like I have like full day job, full work all the time. So I'm just
What do
trying to
you
find
work
whatever
in?
time I can
What do you
find
work?
and just. So I'm into accounting. So I work with a company called EY,
Oh,
Ernst and
nice.
Young, right
Yeah.
there in Chicago. So it's been like
Getting
obviously
into
so many
EY was
years.
a dream of a lot of young people with whom I was studying when we were doing CA. It was like, oh, Big Four, we should get our articles in EY, and that's how everyone thought.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah, you are a CA,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a CPA, so I'm not a CA. I'm a CPA. So I moved to US. Before this, I was living in Cayman Islands for three
Nice.
years. Then moved to US and working with EY. It's been going good, and it's like I'm really like obviously thankful to you guys for doing all this like fun streams, making chess so much fun. I have watched each and every single video that you did with Weber, Iswa, and Samay. Like obviously most I think most of them just had like web all the time, but others were like
Yeah,
sometimes missing. Um, it's like been really helpful. Like at least I know the terminology, I know how to go about things, and like like the mind starts processing those things like slowly when you're into the games.
good.
A lot of times it just means I have to sacrifice on my sleep because it's like right now it's 11:15 in the night here. But yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
been
thank you.
good.
There is
Going really good.
one thing which always happens is that when I meet people who love chess a lot, and I meet them and I ask them,
Mhm.
so how's chess going? And they're like, oh, we are enjoying a lot. We are doing this, we are watching this, we are reading this book and everything. And then I say, so what about your chess improvement? How is that going? They're like, no, that's lacking. That's something that is not happening. And then I meet these young kids, and I say, so do you like chess? Well, I don't know. Okay, we like chess. It's okay. We play chess. And they're like, how is it going for you? Oh, we just gained 300 elo points right now, but now I have to go and play cricket or something. So the thing is, chess improvement often doesn't have to do anything related with liking the game much. Of course, if you love the game and you are focused in it, it helps. But chess improvement needs a different mindset than you liking chess. So right now what you are doing is, of course, you are enjoying chess with all these videos, with watching my stream, some my stream, with it stream, and all of this. But if you ever think about, let's say, from 900 you want to reach 1200, then you may have to switch off those streams, put up a chessboard, start playing
Mhm.
very seriously, and then after the game ends, to kind of think why you made a certain move, where you could have improved. Then when you're solving some tactics or something, not to put on, I don't know if you put on earphones while what listening to music while doing chess and all of that. I think a little bit more serious approach would be required when you want to improve at chess. But I
Mhm.
don't think you are so keen
Yeah.
on trying to get to say 1500 or so. I mean, if it happens, great, but you are enjoying.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, if that happens, I would
Yeah,
obviously love that. But again, like for me, it's more like it's kind of like a break from
exactly.
work because I've still been working like all week, so it's not like I have a lot of time during the lockdown. It's a good break from work, and I tell people I'm feeling so happy for the last month and a half, like since the time I started all this. It's because like I know people have been watching like Netflix or Amazon all the time. I'm like, at least I'm not doing that. I'm doing something which
Yep.
uses my brain to a good extent, and then it's like it's just so easy. And then obviously because I'm watching you guys on YouTube, so it's like I get as well as fun in the same
Hmm.
video rather than spending hours and hours of my time on random like shows on movies or anything
Fantastic.
like that. So that is interesting. But one of like I just had like a couple small things I wanted to ask you about. So first of all, and I have seen you guys talking or heard you guys saying, like and I think with it is that a lot. He says like in chess, like loss is very personal, right? So for example, if I'm playing a game, even though I'm not really good, but if I lose to someone, it's like it just hits your mind so much, or you feel
Yes.
bad about it, as opposed to like if you're playing other sport. So how to get out of that sort of mindset? Because if I play, like let's say I play, so today I played three blitz games, 10 minutes each, and I won all three. But there are days when I play three games and I probably lose all three, and it's just like messes up the
Yep.
mind, and it's like, oh, and then you just get away. So how
I
to deal
think
with that
overall,
situation?
a lot of it, I've thought about this a bit in the past as well. It's a lot to do with our mindset in general. Like, for example, even when you do a job in your company, you are always trying to, look at how to do your work, your promotion, your salary. You're looking at things which are near. While I would say the right approach would be, how can I become a better accountant? Okay, and when you have that approach, then basically what happens is, even if you get a promotion or even if your salary raise, that's just a byproduct of what your eventual aim is, because you wanted to become the best accountant. Same way in chess, if you aim at becoming a better chess player each day, then of course results are going to hurt. But more importantly, what you will say is that, why did I lose in this game? Like, I played 3 games, I lost all 3 of them. Did I lose because I made a tactical blunder? Did I lose because there was something like I got distracted somewhere and then I made a mistake? Did I do some kind of a positional mistake, or I didn't know the opening? And when you think about the reason for your failure, I think you are able to use this as a learning experience and then improve. And it's much easier to take these losses. So but when you take chess each day as an end in itself, like aaj ka din ka aim hai teen game, 3 games today I have to play, then it becomes like, okay, what is my result in these 3 games? But if you take it as a continuous process, that I want to improve as a chess player over a period of, let's say, 3 years or a couple of years, then these little losses won't affect you as much. This is what I feel can help you.
Yep. Yeah, and that's really helpful. First of
Yeah.
all, like thanks for that. The other part being in terms of like time management. So I've seen like obviously I do much better when I play like a 20-minute or like 15 plus 10-second increments rapid games. But then when I get to blitz, like my accuracy goes
Yes.
down, and then even if I'm doing well, because I'm running short of time because I took so much time, uh, I just like maybe either blunder or I just like run out of time and the opponent gets it. So my question is, do you think the right approach for me would be to just continue going with the higher amount of time games, like 20 minutes or something, and really build that expertise, not expertise, but like just get used to that and then gradually go down to play faster? Or do you think I should just play faster and just keep improving through the
Okay.
process?
Have you been to the gym ever? Like, do you go to the gym? Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
do.
over
I do.
there, let's say if you do weights, and you start off with, let's say,
Mhm.
5 kgs weights, okay, and you find that difficult at first, suppose, and you do it regularly and you start getting a bit used to it. So then you are
Mhm.
graduated to 10 kgs, that way. uh, Similarly in chess, I
Mhm.
think for you the right approach is to play longer time control games, because that will help you to explore your thinking process, because there's often so many things happening. This is hanging, that is hanging, what should I capture? Now you are learning about candidate moves, checks, captures and threats. Can I look at some checks, captures and all of that? And then you realize, I need time to do all of this. So while majority of your time should go into these long time control games, what you should do is dedicate maybe around very short time, maybe 1/10 or 1/5 of your time, to a blitz game each day. Why I would say that is because whatever you
Okay.
are trying to apply in long time control games, can you also apply that in shorter time controls? And you can see how many moves you can make in a 5-minute game. Suppose you can make 20 moves, you are like, okay, fine, I'm reaching at least halfway stage to the game. Next time I must try to think a bit more faster. And so don't expect that you will start playing well in 5-minute games, but if you keep doing this regularly, like dedicating 80% of your time to long time control games, but a short time to a short time control game, you will get adjusted to that time control as well very quickly, rather than doing it like, I will become an expert at 20 minutes, then I'll go to 15 minutes, then 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It takes a lot of time. So this kind of will speed up your process of improvement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and I did. I just wanted to say one more thing. Like it's like I did super chat about it. Like I think it's been a while, and I sent you an Instagram message as well. Like you can't imagine like how appreciative I am of like what you guys are doing, especially like you. Like, and I also wrote that you remind me of my first ever man. So I started my career with
Hmm.
Deloitte in India, that was in Hyderabad, and you remind me of my first manager ever. His name was Sanket, and he, like, the way you teach things and the way he, kind of like guides people and teaches things is so similar. And he's the best person I have worked with
That is
ever in my
very
life.
kind of you.
So I can find so many similarities. Yeah, and at least you're not like Samay that I'll see the video later and I'll see like what your expression is, because if I said this to Samay, he'll just hide behind the curtain and not show his face.
Yeah. I nowadays I enjoy praising him because then he will go off stream. So I do that on purpose as well. but
How, nothing like how do you feel about, like, because I know you keep talking about, like, Samay is doing this and like everyone obviously is doing, but how, like, and I know no one has asked you, but how do you feel about all this, like, the way it kind of like changed the chess scene of India, because like really not as many people were interested, but now it's like the
yeah.
whole different scene, and then like you especially spending so much time, like, and it's all like voluntary, right? You're
Yes, I mean,
probably not getting much out of it. Like it's just like some super chats is
I
fine,
think
but
overall, my vision with Chess Base India, when we started it around 4.5 to 5 years ago, was that chess should become the most popular sport in the country and also the world. And it's a big dream, it's a big vision, because in a way there are so many sports, cricket, football, badminton, table. So in a way what's happening right now is just a step in that direction. So I'm very glad that more people are taking up, and in this entire thing we are not only finding chess players, but we are finding chess lovers like you. Like, for example, if tomorrow something related to chess may happen, let's say a big tournament is going to happen, you might want to be a part of it, you might want to come and watch it, you might want to invest something in it. There are so many people who wrote to me saying, oh, is there something I can do to make chess much better? Can I help the blind chess community? And all of this I see as a very nice kind of new group of people joining into the game, not just to play chess, but they love the game and they want to support it. They want to see new grandmasters coming up from the country. So I personally think that this lockdown has proved to be invaluable in bringing new people to just the game. No, not maybe as becoming grandmasters or top players, but just guardians of the sport.
yeah, it's interesting because, like, because you can't do any outdoor games, it's like the best indoor game just picked up so
Yeah.
well. Like it's such a nice situation to
Yes,
be in.
absolutely.
Yep, I'll probably not take much of time of other people who have more serious
Sure,
questions about
sure.
positions and tactics and
But it was so nice to
calculations.
see
But
you,
again, like,
Aman, and I'm glad that you are awake at now nearly 11:30 p.m. So you should go to bed and
yeah,
and take some rest. And we I will I
yep,
will see you
yep,
soon.
yep. I'll first rewind my YouTube video to see how this was.
Yeah, sure.
But obviously, thanks to you and everyone. And just if you get a chance, just say thanks to Ame and just like everyone you interact with.
I will
Just
surely
say
do
like
that.
people, like there are people who are very thankful of all
Definitely,
this.
I'll do that, Aman. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Bye.
Okay, Sagar.
Nicely talking, enjoyable. Uh, let's see who's next here. I think Shitij is back. I don't know if Shitij has solved his microphone issues. Shitij, can you hear me? Yeah, Shitij, I could hear you for a bit.
So hi
Hi,
Sagar,
Shitij. I am going to guess your age from your voice. This is my new pa-
I am much smaller
my
than
my
you.
new pastime. I think you are 20. No, not 20. 18.
I
Yes.
am 17.
Okay, Shitij, can you switch on your camera?
A minute. I'm not dressed
Okay,
well as
that's
you.
fine. That's fine. Even I'm normally dressed. Nice, Kshitij. Good to see you. So where are you from? Tell us a bit about yourself. You're
From
from
Jalandhar.
Jalandhar,
Yeah.
Punjab. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us a bit about your chess. What's your rating?
I used to play. I am right now. 17, so I used to play till 11. Like I started playing around 7. I went a few nationals, but I left it at 11 and started a couple of months ago again. Till 11, I played professional chess. Like I represented my team at national school team. I
Okay.
played well, but then I
You
left
you
it.
played well in like till you are 11 years old.
I played professionally. Like I started at
Okay.
around 7. Like I went like होता है ना कि जैसे आप 7 का था जब मैं तो स्टेट होता है फिर नेशनल होता है तो I went to national a couple of times. I played मतलब I played good, but then at 11 I left because I had to choose between chess
And
and
you chose
studies.
studies. And are you happy with your choice?
Yeah, I am
Okay,
well. I am good.
that's good to know.
I've recently I started again playing chess. I
In the
am back
lockdown.
now.
So
Yeah.
right
In the
now you
lockdown.
are in your college, like 12th grade.
No, I am plus
11th.
11th
Okay.
class.
Okay. So tell us about. So you are not rated right now, or you have a rating?
I used to have a rating. I don't know. I had 1300 something, but I don't know now it's there or not. Matlab, it was way back when I
Okay.
was 10, 11.
So how is it going right now? Are there any chess related issues that you suffer from that I can help you with?
Uh, Sometimes it happens that I am playing really well. Matlab, it happens many times that playing well and suddenly I
Hmm.
just blunder a piece. Just a piece goes there. Sometimes it's a knight, a bishop, anything. It just blunders
Okay.
and then I lose. Happens so. I don't know how unconsciously that it just happens.
What time control do you play?
I play matlab, all the time control. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 15, 10, sometimes 10 minutes.
Can you do you have a play chess account? Can you
I
come to
have.
that room of the comedians? Let's play a game with you right now. If you can play a game, and I would like to spectate, and I would like to see where do you go wrong, and let's try to understand.
1 minute.
So I will also try to get in. What's your ID? Oops. Yeah, Shitij, what's your ID? Do you remember it?
1 minute. I think our ID is S Kapoor 04. Yeah, S Kapoor 04. Should I play a
One
5 minutes
second.
blitz?
Oops, what's going on? Caps
And
lock.
I
Yes.
am right now not in the
Can you
room.
come in the
One
room
minute.
so that I can easily follow you?
I really don't know how to go. I just click on the link otherwise
Yeah.
from your
Should I send you the
video.
link?
So
1 second. I'll send you the link here so that you can. Oops, not silent. Play chess room comedians. I'm going to copy this here and send it to Shitij. Message and Shitij. Here you go. So, how do I get back to the room now? Yeah, here, Dr. Chess. Did you get the link? I sent it on Discord to you. Just
yeah.
come there and I'm going to look at your game. I don't think there are too
Reach.
many players there, but there are a couple of them. S Kapoor, okay. So you can challenge someone, uh, and then I don't want to play you. I want to spectate, and I want to see. Let's see if someone accepts your 5 minute request.
Uh, there are a few challenges. I
Okay, did you
accepted
accept?
one.
Has your game begun?
Yeah,
Okay,
it has
let's
begun.
see once the game. Yeah, So this is his game. Let me get him on the screen as well here. And so Kshitij is playing white, and he's opened with d4. His opponent has played knight f6. Rohit Katta. My voice is low. How can that be? Okay, Kshitij, can you take off your earphones so that I can speak about the game a bit? Then I will talk after it. Okay, so he's taken off his earphones. Kshitij, now guys, can you hear me well, or is it? Hello, 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 hello. Maybe I should do something. Okay, Rohit Katta says, how promising are Prag and Nihal? Can they be in top 10? Rohit, I think 100% they can be in top 10, and they will be in top 10. They are the most promising youngsters, not just in India, but in the world. So I believe that they are going to take the world by storm. The only thing that can stop them is something like coronavirus, where they don't get to play tournaments, and it's pretty sad if that happens. Okay, Aditya 3012 is the opponent of Kshitij. Kshitij has played rook e1 last move. I must try to understand where he is going wrong. Let's try to think. So Kshitij should now play the move d5, I believe, because d5 means good space in the position. Everything looks good. Also, the rook on e8 will start looking a little bit silly once you close the position. Otherwise, he may take very good move, Kshitij. See, he's a strong player. Let's see now what does he do next. Knight f8. I don't like this move, but I think that bishop e3. Yeah, usually you don't play bishop e3 because knight g4 ideas in the position. But okay, rook c1. He's playing a bit too quickly. I mean, he should think about ideas where he can go b4 and c5 here. Let's see what he comes up with. Queen d2 would be a mistake, I guess, because of knight g4, and then you lose this bishop. This bishop is important, actually. Knight e2. I don't know. Why would you move the knight from c3? Why not just play c5 immediately, or h3, stopping knight g4? But he played knight e2. Let's see how black continues this game. Nimish, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nimish, for your message. Yeah, knight g4. I like this move actually by black. And after white moves his bishop back from e3, there could come f5. So this bishop developing on e3 is not a great idea. And let's see if Kshitij saves it. Yeah, he saved it on d2. Shubham Gupta, thank you for your super chats. Shubham says, hello Sagar, big fan, you are a great teacher. Please start memberships on your channel so we can interact with you more easily. Shubham, I have been thinking about it for some time. I just don't know what I can offer in a better way. So all the times I'm just thinking about those ideas. So yeah, I will. Just a second. I think there is some issue that maybe my sound is coming via. No, it's coming via mic only. So should be okay. Let me just see properties. Yeah, it's Yeti stereophone. Looks okay. Looks completely fine. I don't think it should be an issue. Okay, so what happened in the game was he played knight g4, then he went back, he went knight g5, he took, and now h3. Okay, nice play. I think Kshitij is a strong player overall, and now he must go c5. I feel just push c5, play on the queen side, or do you think he should stop the play on the king side with some move like knight g3? Yeah, knight g3, but maybe g4. Yeah, g4. Now bishop h6, bishop h6, hg4, bishop c1. That doesn't look great. So I would say hg4 must be taken, but then you have bishop g4. I think black has begun to get very big counter player. Yeah, bishop h6. I think what Kshitij missed is that his rook on c1 was hanging. He wanted to take the pawn, but yeah, c1. Uh, c1 is hanging here. Queen h4. I guess Aditya is a little bit too greedy. Maybe he not. I would say greedy, less greedy. He should have taken the rook, then taken the pawn on g4, and he would have been completely better. I think Queen h4 gives time for white to save the rook. Something like rook c3, I think, can be good, so that the rook can defend here. He did play rook c3. Very good, Kshitij. I think Kshitij has two sides to him. He plays well. Some moves really at a good strength. Now bishop e2. Play your bishop back to e2. I think that should be a good move. Because anyway, the bishop on d3 is not so great. So why not exchange it? There's someone at the door. Who comes at the door during Corona times? Just a second. I need to take your leave for a bit. Okay. I'm back in time. Back on time. What has happened? Has Kshitij managed to win? Oh, he has a great position, but he's low on time. That's the problem. Well, it was someone from the building who had come for, there was some sanitization going on and stuff like that. So, okay, Queen g5. I think what Kshitij should do is somehow get his knight to e4. It would be amazing place for the knight. So maybe like Queen e2, Queen go to e2. Yeah, Rook f3 was fine. Now maybe just take and play Queen e2, Rook g4, and Knight e4, and you have nice control over everything. But I think time-wise he's suffering. Come on, Kshitij, you're thinking too much. I think you'll lose on time. Comedians on the door. Oh, Rook f2. What is this? JNK Gambit, yeah? Is this Samai fans everywhere? Hello, Kshitij.
I just
I
lost
know.
on
I
time.
was telling people that there are all these Samai fans everywhere who are playing this JNK Gambit at the end. I don't know if you know about it.
Yeah,
They just
yeah,
sacrifice
yeah.
pieces. But
The issue is I am not playing
yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah. You
mouse.
so basically that's one of the big problems. You say you blunder a lot or something like this. You make mistakes, but without a mouse, you can't play online chess. It's like going
Yeah,
to a tournament where you're going and you. I don't know what is the right analogy, but you go and you have not taken a pen with you and you cannot write the score sheet. So similarly here, you can't just play without a mouse on online chess. But okay, Kshitij, can you hear me?
yeah. I am
You
here.
can
I can
hear
now
me.
hear.
I think there was a small lag in between, um, but now it's okay. Now it's okay. You
Yeah,
can see
now
my
it's okay.
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
Now I
see it,
can
yeah?
see.
Okay.
Your voice is cracking.
My voice is cracking. Now is okay. I think I have some internet issues, but maybe not so big.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
okay.
it's okay.
So Kshitij, first thing I want you to do is get a mouse for yourself. Order it immediately so that you can play
Yeah,
well online. Secondly, let's have a look at the game. I think what you did in the opening was fine. Fantastic play. Rookie one, very good. And here I was like, Kshitij should go d5 in this position, and Kshitij went d5. So I was very happy. Then he went knight f8, which is quite illogical because the knight has nothing much to do there. And what I didn't like here was this move, bishop e3. You know why? The reason is that always bishop e3 in such positions is hit by the knight on g4. And then you don't really want to give up this bishop because then his bishop becomes strong, sometimes develops from h6. So then you save your bishop here. But then black can often play a move like not such a long move, but f5. And
right.
you start thinking like, why did I play my bishop? So can you do something else here? Is there a better move you can think of? Sorry,
E3?
go on. Did you say b3 or h3? What is it?
Bishop B3
Okay,
and
that's
Bishop
one
B2.
plan. That is one plan. But which side of the board should white play on? Should white play on this side of the board here, or should white play somewhere here?
Uh, or Bishop G5.
Sure. But what do you have to say to my question about which side of the board?
Obviously, on the king
White
side,
should play on
why
the
should
king
play?
side? Why do you say so?
Yeah, because because it's a possibility of we can attack there also because his all the pieces are congested. His bishop is right now of no use there.
Yeah.
D7.
Well, the right answer here is that white should be playing on the queen side. The reason is that because when you play on the queen side, um, it's basically these pawns pointing this way, like this, and black pawns pointing here. So black is often going to play for f5 and on the king side. I'm not saying that white shouldn't play on the queen side, on the king side, but white should try and open up the queen side because that is where he will get quickly into the position. So like, um, b4 is a very powerful move here because what's your idea next? c5, exactly.
5.
And then you are already beginning to soften up his pawn chain, and then your bishop could go to b2 or a3, knight could jump to b5, sometimes rook could come to c1. You're suddenly looking at all these squares here, the weaknesses in black's position. So you understand, because if you want to play on the king side, you go bishop g5, I go h6. What do you do now? you know do you want to give up your bishop? And if
No,
you
no, it's a
play it
good
here,
bishop.
I go g5. Now you say, okay, I don't have any sacrifices working, so you come back. Suddenly black knight jumps out, then it comes to f4, and then you are like, oh, I just wasted so many moves. So one thing which is very important is to understand what you want to do in a position. And here it's very important that you should play b4 with the idea of c5. And there's a very famous, not this exact position, but when black plays a5, you really want to play a3 to keep your structure, but then this rook is hanging, so you can't do it. You lose a rook. So therefore what white does is he plays bishop a3, and black says, okay, I take, bishop takes, and I play b6. And you will see that now black saying, I have full control on the c5 square, you can't open it up, so all your plans are now spoiled. But is that the case? What do you think white should do here? Very
I think
good.
a4,
Excellent.
a5.
A4. So you see, Kshitij, I think when you have an idea in mind, you are a very strong player. But when you don't know what to do, you are very weak. So that's the reason why I will recommend you to this book called Reassess Your Chess. It's a very good book by Jeremy Silman. And you can also check out my Improve Your Chess series, not with the comedians, but before that I had done Improve Your Chess. There are 22 sessions on YouTube. It's completely free. And there I explain to you how to think exactly in a position, what sort of plans to come up with. You will see that here you instantly came up with this plan a4, a5, which is very strong. A4, let's imagine your opponent does the same plan in the game. Suddenly you will see there's a tactic that could come in. Bishop into c7 perhaps here, maybe not working, but you can already jump with the knight, and you are looking at this weakness on c7. I mean, black is just groveling here, and white has such a big initiative. Next move you can even think of c5, opening up further lines in the position. So here you went bishop e3, and then you played rook c1, and you were just developing without a plan, like knight e2. So these three moves which you played, bishop e3, bishop e3, rook c1, and knight e2, these are the moves which one would say, yeah, they were not blunders, but I consider them as not great moves. They were planless in a way. I would have loved if you would have played here after bishop e3, c5 move. Although here it's a little bit more complex, because he might play knight g4, and then you don't know what to do with your bishop. Do you take here? Then he takes your bishop. If you move your bishop, then you lose a pawn. So it's a little more complex than before.
I should have gone
Yes, and
b4.
here also bd2, knight g5. I liked your play here. That is good. But again, I think this is a key moment in the game where you have to ask yourself, what is my opponent's plan in this position? And your opponent's plan is clearly to play the move. What is it? g4. Yeah.
g4.
If he gets in g4, he would have a good position. Is there any way you can stop that move from happening?
g5.
Sorry? Yeah, this
g4,
is one possible
g4.
move, but I don't like it so much, because I was thinking of f5, and then suddenly your king starts to get a little weak here. So
Or I can go.
yes,
Or
f3 is
f3.
another move that you can think of. It's a prophylactic move in nature, and should be not a bad move. I think f3 is one option. Can you? I was thinking of. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, it's not such a good move. Like bishop e3, g4, and playing queen d2 with the idea of attacking the knight here. If it can't go anywhere, but black has this move king h7, and I think black is doing okay here in this position. So I don't want to do this. But I think f3 is not bad. f3 move stops g4 for the time being. Yes, he will play f5 here. in this position, but it's still a possible, it's a playable position. I think you should begin with your play here. Yeah. I don't know, g4. I mean, he's getting his play in. That's the problem. Usually when black gets to attack, it's not the best. So maybe taking is okay. I think taking should be the right move, but also I would start to think whether we should take that knight or not. Take. And yeah, maybe h3. Why to play h3? Like, is the knight harming you in any way right now? Why don't we just go c5 here?
Yeah.
I think overall black can't do much in this position. Black is... he can play f5, but that is just about it. He can't... If he takes here, you are ready to take back with the bishop. If he plays f4, then yeah, but it's not, because his pawn structure is a bit bad. You can quickly take and maybe play queen c2 and enter over here. So also put your bishop on b4, attack d6. All these possibilities. h3, knight h6, knight g3, g4, and yeah, here this is now you will point out. Yeah,
This was a mistake.
You will point out this move. Yeah, you can yeah.
One more.
Yeah,
I'm back.
so in general, you may point out to this move as a mistake as such, but I think already somewhere around here is where I think you were already playing without a plan, so that is where you should take care next time. And yeah, I think take. I guess your opponent...
I don't know,
he
he'd
should have
bite it,
taken,
not he
and
take.
this would have given him a very good position in general.
Advantage.
But yeah, once you got rook c3, I like this move. And then I was thinking you may play bishop e2 here, because the bishop exchange is to your benefit. But you played queen c2, f5, bishop e2 now you played, which wasted a move. But I think just ef5 would mean you would have won a pawn, because there are 3 attacks here on this pawn. And bishop e2 takes, bishop g4 takes, and now you took with the rook. I think taking with the knight was just very strong, because now the rook comes here, the queen is looking here, there's a fork coming here. So yeah, this is one of the problems, because when you play low on time, you make moves without thinking, and when you can't think, Kshitij, you can't play well. So that's the reason why I would say increase the amount of time you take. 5 minutes is a bit too less for you. Whenever you think well, you're playing well in a position. But whenever you're playing without thought, you see you make moves like queen c3, or here queen d3, and okay, this is just something silly that he did, but I would have loved that you would have taken here with the knight, so that everything coordinates so well now, in the position. Okay, so my diagnosis of this situation is that you have two sides to you. When you know what you have to do, you are a much stronger player. When you don't know what to do, or when you don't have a plan, you play very weak chess. And for that, it's important for you to know what is to be done, and you will only know what is to be done if you understand what are the possibilities in the positions, the imbalances, the weaknesses, and all of that. So that's why I recommend you reassess your chess, and also this improve your chess series by me. Yeah, I'll show you where it is so that you don't miss it. Sometimes...
No, I have seen it. I
yeah, it's
know where is it.
improve your chess.
I study.
somewhere. You can check our playlists. Basically, it's there. Okay, fantastic.
I know.
Very nice, Shitij, for you to be here. I hope it was useful for you. You learned something,
Yeah,
and
a lot.
my pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
someday I hope to be in Punjab. I was there in 2018 in Jalandhar, uh, and I hope to be back soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
can disconnect from the room, so we can take one last call today, and then we can end today. It's already 10:30, but I would like to take one last call because I came late, so I should make up for that. Boomastic. Boomastic is here. Let me see who is Boomastic.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Boomastic. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Mihir. Bomastic is my
Okay,
gaming
Mihir.
name.
Can I
So
see you? Can let me first guess your age from your voice. Let's. Mm,
yeah, sure.
22. No, very far off.
No,
Very
no,
close.
very close. Now,
24.
now,
Okay,
it's
fantastic.
25. Yeah,
So from your chair, I can make out you are a gamer.
yeah, yeah. I like gaming. That's how I actually
Okay.
found your channel. So surprisingly, I had seen some of your famous videos already, the ones that had like
Right.
30 million views and stuff. But then through some, I found
So
your
so
channel.
you are into chess right now?
Yeah. So I used to play like not obviously like other players like professionally, but just for fun at home with my friends, with my family members, and recently again started playing because of all this
Right.
streaming
And
and
so
everything.
earlier you were a chess player and now you resumed playing.
Yeah, not a player as such, but just I would play for fun with my family. So not very professional, just learning.
What's your aim in
Yeah,
chess? Would you like at some point to get a rating in chess?
not sure, but at least I want to improve my chess. So that's what I'm trying to do in the last few
Fantastic.
weeks or
That's the
months,
right approach.
probably.
I would say if you want to improve at chess, that's the best approach. So how can I help you?
Yeah, so a few questions that like me and my friends here are. So I'm actually from Bombay, but
Okay.
I'm living in Tokyo right now. I'm working here. Yeah. So we have started following chess and now very much into it. We play against each other and stuff
Nice.
and try to improve with that. And the most like basic question that we keep getting ourselves is how to learn chess. Like we know we need to learn, but how to go ahead with learning chess. Like we know there are some many videos, many tutorials, and many books for that, but how to go ahead with like how to start learning is a uh, question that keeps
Ha-
reoccurring
it also
for us.
depends on which level
So
you are. For example, for someone who doesn't know how to play chess at all, then you need to learn the rules and you approach it differently. But for you, I guess you would of course know the rules. You would know how to checkmate. Do you know how to checkmate with a rook, queen, and all of this?
yeah,
So
I
what
know.
would be your online rating around? What would it be?
So on chess.com, I haven't played much, but my online rating is now
Okay,
around
okay.
950 or
I
something.
think the first and the
Yeah.
foremost, sorry for that, the most important thing is
Yeah.
to work on tactics in chess, because most of the games at your level are decided by tactical mistakes. So, for example, what I do usually regularly with in the morning with Vaibhav, Samay, and Biswa is indulge in sometimes teaching them different kinds of tactics. And I think the more tactics you do at this level, the faster your improvement will be. So for example, let me just show you one. I'll share my screen with you so you can.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know if you see these morning sessions with the comedians. Do you check that out?
Yeah, I check. I don't get time to because I'm in Tokyo, so it's mostly my working time. So I check when
Right.
during my lunch break
So
and stuff.
good. So if I
So
give you some
yeah,
position from that, you might not have seen it.
Yeah, I might not have seen it. Yeah. But maybe I might, if even if I have seen it, I might not remember
Okay.
all of those positions.
I don't think you
Yeah.
can see my screen. Can you?
No, no. Oh, okay. Let me. Yeah.
Yes, you can
Yes, I
see.
can see. Oh,
Yeah,
it is
okay. I
paused.
don't know.
Stream paused.
Sometimes it
Yeah.
happens with someone. Like last time also I had one time when I couldn't share my screen. Let me see if I can do it this time. Uh,
Yeah.
screen 1, go live.
Yeah. Let me.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah, I can see your screen now.
Okay, I'll make you bigger here. So this one is white to move here, and I gave this yesterday to Samai to solve it, and he was able to solve it, but it took him a lot of time. But
Mhm.
let's see if you. What do you think? Uh, Speak up your mind process. You know, what are you thinking? Thought process.
I can see that for white, rooks are doubled, which is a very good
Okay.
position for white. And yeah, and I guess rook to b8, uh, exchanging the rooks, and then
Yeah, but if he takes, don't
maybe
you lose a rook?
yeah, right. Uh,
So you must always remember the golden rule of finding options, which is checks, captures, and threats. So if you look at the checks in the
yeah,
position, you might get an idea of what is to be done.
yeah. So checks possible are queen to f7, queen to g7, or g8.
Or h8, yeah.
No, so these are the three options that how we can check. Or also
G6, very good.
g6
G5, 5
or
checks.
g5.
Anything else? Can you see?
Rook to
Very good. Rook G4
g4.
check is also there.
Yeah, but there's the pawn over there, so we can't.
Possibly.
Uh,
Possibly.
we might lose the rook. And for the queen, also uh, queen g5 is a safe
So you
position
can
for
check,
queen
he
for
goes
check.
inside, then you can
Uh,
check, he comes out, and you can keep checking and then make a draw. You know, that's possible. But
yeah, yeah,
you you need to win this position.
yeah. So
So you know, I'll tell you the difference between you and, let's say, someone who works on chess in a structured way, is that for you every position is kind of new. You know, like this one. But if you look at yesterday's stream, when I gave this position to Samai, who has kind of, I feel, trained in chess himself, he immediately spots that this bishop is right now hitting here, but there is this pawn in between. And if I can sack
okay,
my
yeah,
rook here,
right.
he takes, I can combine my
Mm,
bishop and queen to checkmate black on h7. It's not so simple, but you know,
yeah,
these patterns need to start flowing in your head, you know, and this cannot happen by a lot of thinking. You know, even if you think a lot on this position, you may not be able to get it. But if I today show you that, hey, look, there's a check now, you must take it, and then I move my queen here with a threat to checkmate you, you know, this will be a checkmate. So it'll be like, oh, that's very strong. But what if he blocks the check? What if he kind of opens this up for the queen to defend the pawn? Doesn't that spoil my plan? You're like,
mm,
yeah, that's true. So I must first give a check, put your king on the side, and then I must go queen here. And now I'm not only attacking this pawn, but also this rook here. And now he can't play f6 because this is a
yeah,
checkmate. Otherwise, this pawn cannot be defended in any way. Like if you do here, I take the rook. If you try to save the rook, then I checkmate you with queen into h7. So you see, this position is not very difficult if you are trained. But if you are not trained, this is very tough. Like for you to think this way. So my suggestion is to get a good tactics manual. A good manual on tactics, which is, I think, one of the very nice books which I will recommend is Understanding Chess Tactics by Martin Weteshnik. It's a very nice book. The other one, which may be very useful for you, is known as the chess course that you can check out. Chess course, which you keep saying every time on my stream. I think it was the first book that I used. And if you go through that material in a structured way, you will see that your game improves very quickly. Like you will suddenly see, there's a pin here. Oh, there's a fork here. Can I do a double attack here? And all of these tactical themes need to be in your mind.
Right. So for this position, like instead of like giving away the rook, if we go with the pawn instead and break the pawn structure, and then that will
Yes,
also
that
open
is
up the
true,
bishop
but
line,
it's
right?
not forcing in nature. Like I am not forced to take. I can say to myself, I will take the rook. You will say, okay, then I will take here. And then I will say, okay, I'm not forced to again take here. I can just play my queen to e7, offer a queen exchange, and somehow it didn't. You were slow. You had to play g4 takes. You
Yeah,
needed
yeah.
three moves, while rook g4 was like a missile. It
Mm-hmm.
just came and it was like you must open it up in
Yeah,
one
right,
move. So gave him no time to recover. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy that you asked this question, g4, because it clearly shows you have a thinking mind. And whenever someone has a thinking mind and they start working seriously in chess, they can improve very quickly. So you need to ask yourself,
Yeah.
how did this tactic work? And you will see that, okay, this bishop basically helped, and then this undefended nature of the rook helped. And these all questions you will ask yourself, because I can feel it that you are a thinking person. You want to think about what works, what doesn't work. And maybe for you, I think chess improvement will be much faster if you work on these tactics. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And another one small question I have is many a times what happens is in a board I can't like when for the thinking for the future moves like further moves, if I am like 2 or 3 moves ahead, after that, since we can't obviously change on the board, not just on the board but even on online, we can't during a live match, we can't do that unless it's like a friendly match. We can do it in the analyze for chess.com. But apart from that, since I can't do that, so I'm not able to visualize some diagonals which might open
Yeah.
up due to the takes.
So this this
So
will also
how can I improve on that, like
this will
visualize
also
mind
improve
visualization?
with tactics. So what I would suggest is, when you are solving this position here that we were seeing, don't move the pieces. Think in your head, if my rook goes to g4, okay, oops, sorry,
Mhm.
if my rook goes to g4, he takes, then I give a check, then he goes king h8, then I go queen h6. Then suddenly in your head it won't be clear that this rook is hanging. Suddenly in your head it won't be clear if
Yeah,
this pawn is here or is it here. But
yeah, right,
uh,
right. Yeah, yeah. That's the issues that I have while actually
exactly,
playing an actual
as
game.
with
Yeah.
all the things, practice is the only way in which you can improve. And you need structured practice, which is get these books which I mentioned and set up a position on the board. You have a chessboard pieces at home?
No,
Yeah.
no,
just
yeah.
just
So
take
we
that
play
board,
on that.
set it up,
Yeah.
and think, and don't move the pieces. Just think
Mhm.
it right until the very end, and then you check the answer. And then you will be like, okay, I could see 2 moves ahead, I could see 3 moves ahead, that way. And then you will
Right.
be improving at your visualization also and your patterns also. This is pattern recognition. Basically, this check and getting your queen like this, it's a pattern. So I think it will kill two birds with the same stone if you do this training of tactics. By the way, which game do you stream?
Yeah.
Like you said you are a gamer.
No, I play PC games, so I play
Yeah.
CS:GO,
So let's
Valorant,
take CS:GO as an
and
example.
Fortnite.
I don't know how good you are, but let's imagine
Yeah.
when you started off CS:GO. I think you were pretty weak. Yeah, like you couldn't understand how to coordinate yourself, how to use the different buttons, maybe your gun, the knife, how to move ahead, how to crouch, how to jump. All of this, you started coordinating by practice. You played a lot, and you played it because you had
Right.
fun, basically. So in the same way, chess is
Mm-hmm.
very similar.
Yeah.
If you can practice more and you can do
Mm-hmm.
it in a fun way with your friends, and we can you can the only problem in chess as compared to like CS:GO or something is that in order to improve at it, you need to do a little bit of training sessions, like these tactics which I said, where you need to not play a game but
Mm-hmm.
actually solve these positions. Because if you continuously keep playing games, you may not improve. You will just be always stuck in the same problems you have. So you train a bit, like you
Yeah.
train for a couple of hours and then you play every day, and then you train again for a couple of hours and you play. That way you will improve.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. I'll try like going on structured training
Yeah,
so that
I
I
would
can understand
recommend
the
you
tactics. Yeah.
to stay
It's
in
a very
touch with me through chessbaseindia@gmail.com, and write about how what you're feeling. If you have any issues where you're not able to understand, oh, why am I not able to improve my visualization after a week or after 10 days, then we should try to figure out a way also. So but I'm sure that you will improve, because until now you have been doing just playing
yeah.
and unstructured kind of watching this video,
Mhm.
that video, and that often brings interest in chess but not always improvement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Mihir, it was wonderful
Yeah.
talking to you. Where do you live?
Yeah.
You said in the US.
Same for me.
Tokyo.
No, no, I'm
Oh,
in
you are in
Tokyo,
Tokyo.
Japan.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have one of our viewers. His name is Mayur Gondalekar, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I've
he's
seen his
from he's
super
from
chats.
Japan, and he's trying to do a lot of things with Japan chess, and he's trying to make chess more popular. I mean, of course there are also strong players there, but I think you should meet him, and you should get in touch with him, because
Yeah, I'll connect
yeah,
with him. I'll
he's
see if
also
I
in
can
touch with, I think,
get in
number
touch.
one or number two player of Japan. I think his name is Kojima. Kojima is his name. So just when you meet stronger players there, they will teach you a few things, and he's also a very strong player. He may teach you a few things, and your improvement goes faster in that respect. Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I think
I'll definitely try.
Japan chess is going
Yeah.
to start growing thanks to all Indians out there. Wonderful.
Yeah. 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 And because of lockdown,
Yeah,
everyone is now
yeah,
more into
yeah,
the indoors.
absolutely.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen after the lockdown opens. Will all you
Well, at
guys
least
stop streaming, or
I was
how will this
streaming
change?
before lockdown as well. Like Chess Base India was very active. So for us, the lockdown has been nothing but a boost in that, but it will continue. But who knows what would happen? I think Samay Vidit also, they are looking like they will continue, because I saw Samay launching memberships and saying, if you are a member you will play games with me and so on. So he has to continue now. So I think chess is like a web where you enter, then you
Yeah.
get kind of caught in it, so
Yeah, it's very intriguing and it's fun to learn different approaches and see people like yeah, when you share all the morning sessions as well. you give puzzles,
Yeah,
so that's
I
also very
always believe
interesting.
that a gamer or someone like you who's interested in improving at things will improve at chess quite quickly. You know, if you are focused. So I'm very keen to know, Mihir, how quickly you will get better at chess. So keep at it and keep working on chess.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll write to you at
Sure,
like on
sure.
email or something, and I'll share my
Great, wonderful,
progress or experience.
nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks,
Bye.
thanks for connecting. Yeah,
Okay, guys, today was good day. I know I was late today by 40 minutes, but I think I made up to some extent, not entirely, to some extent. But I thank all of you for joining in. I hope these Doctor Chess sessions um, are helping you. I know that I cannot do it with everyone who's there waiting room, and I also want to give enough time to everyone. Maybe we should increase the frequency of such sessions, but you can write these things down in the comments if you are enjoying it or not, and I'll take them seriously. For now, I think I'll take your leave. It was very nice chatting with all of you. I'll just read out a few comments if I can. Um, yeah, Mayur says I'll reach out to Bombastic. Wonderful. RK Sagar, can I collect delivery directly from Chessbase India's office? Yes, RK Sagar. I think our office is open now. You can come there and collect, but better to courier it because you know we want to avoid personal interactions as much as possible. Gurkirat Singh Anand, I'm sorry for. I think you wanted to be a part of this very much, but couldn't. You couldn't. You said. Thank you, Sagar, for this session. Loved it, and no problem. Late I stream mast aaj ka. Hoping to join next week if my net is quick enough. Yeah, Gurkirat, would be wonderful to have you. Um, Andrew Kabir, yes, next time for sure. Nikhil, shout out to Nikhil, who's been a big force behind Chessbase India Discord. Thank you, Nikhil, for doing this. And guys, let's meet each other soon. Today at 6 p.m. we have Setu Raman's second session. Yesterday he taught how to play against the Naidorf. Today against the Taimanov. So a lot of things happening here. I will be back again today evening. Until then, goodbye.